Hello, friends. Today I want us to talk about another interesting verse, and that comes from the book of Psalms, chapter 110, verse 1. Why is it interesting? I think by now you know what makes a verse interesting. It's because it is also seen as a Masonic verse in Christianity. And it is said that it refers to God the Father talking to the God the Son. Let's go to it and see what the verse says in English first. Of David the Psalm, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand while I make your enemies your footstool. So this is a very interesting verse. What confuses people is it's a translation, to be honest, because if you read here, the first Lord, it's all capitals, and the second Lord, the first letter L is made capital. And if you read it in King James and other versions of the Bible, it becomes very interesting. If you were to look at it in the Tanakh, or in the Jewish translation of Tanakh into English, you will see the second Lord is actually every letter there, it's small. But in Christianity, it's big, showing that it's actually referring to God as well, or a deity. How then do we understand this? Is this verse referring to Jesus? Is this verse saying, God the Father said to God the Son, sit at my right hand while I make your enemies your footstool? You see, friend, for you to understand this verse, you need to acquaint yourself with the original language. When you do your exegesis, don't do exegesis on English translation, but go to the original Bible, go to the original language and find for yourself what is the word behind this English word. It's very interesting. Let's read it in Hebrew. It says here, Le David Mizmor, Neum Adonai Leidoni. You can say Shev La Mini and what. I'm not going to continue with that other part going there. I'm interested in this first part because that's where confusion actually starts. Le David Mizmor Neum Adonai Leidoni. Right? A small Hebrew lesson there. The first thing that I need to clarify first is, if you have noticed when there is a holiest name of God there, that is a 4 Hebrew letter word that I'm not going to pronounce, is the most holiest name of God that can only be uttered during prayer or a service. And therefore, because I am not praying at this moment, I'm not going to say the name of God, as that is seen as taking the name of God in vain. So when I get to the holiest name of God, personal name of God, I replaced it with Adonai. That is usually what the Hebrews will do. Or Hashem, that's what they will do as well. So I put Adonai instead of the 4-letter word, right? But now there is a word that follows there after the name or the holiest name of God, and that is Ladoni. So see there on that word, we have got a prefix and suffix in that word, Ladoni. And that La, it's added, and La means two. You know? So La, two. Then we have got Adoni. So Adoni, it's the word Adon, and you've got another word added at the end, that is Yod Cherik. So, or actually it's Cherik Yod. there is a dot just underneath the nun consonant. If you know Hebrew, there is a nun, there is a chirik at the bottom, and followed by yod. Yod is that smallest Hebrew consonant or alphabet. It's a yod. So chirik yod makes a sound E, and it means my. Adon means Lord or Master. If I say Adoni and I add chirik yod, it makes it my Master or my Lord. Please be aware that Adon is not divine. A king can be called Adon. Any person that holds a high social standard can be called Adon. And if you want to say my master, you'll say Adoni. If you want to say to my master, Ladoni. You see. So now that we have put all these technicalities aside, let's understand the verse. Lei David mizmor neum Adonai ladoni. So God Yitbarach, the holiest God, says to a human being who holds a high social status, sit at my right hand while I make your enemies your footstool. Friend, this verse does not say the God said to another God, sit at my right hand while I make your enemies your footstool. No. It is believed, it is understood in Judaism. This verse was mostly written by the Levites or Kohen, whoever, writing about King David, that God said to King David, sit at my right hand while I make your enemies your footstool. You have to have a historical knowledge of what happened to King David. King David was surrounded by enemies. That's why we've got even Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd. He was surrounded. He had problems within his house. He had problems outside everywhere. And that's why they wrote this. It is unfair for you to take this verse and therefore misunderstand it and say it refers to Jesus being called by God the Father, saying to Jesus, sit at my right hand. No. This verse didn't need New Testament to be there for it to be understood. But it is unfortunate that Christians look at Old Testament or Tanakh, as I can correctly put it, using Christian classes. Everything refers to Jesus. You need to sit down, look at this verse carefully. This verse has nothing to do with Jesus, but God talking to a human being, saying, sit at my right hand while I make your enemies your footstool. I hope I clarified this verse. Thank you.